gear seekers, I'm Nick. In yesterday's video, I mentioned that I was going to take a mini ITX PC with me to PAX for editing all of the content that I'll be making while I'm down there, and also to revisit a very controversial build project as well. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button right now and turn on that little bell to receive notifications. We upload basically every single day, so do yourself a big old favor and make sure you're subscribed. In this video, I'm gonna build my portable Ryzen editing rig that will double as something else really interesting a little bit later in another video. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, let's kick it off by talking about your favorite part. The parts. The motherboard we're using for this build is the Asus ROG Strix B450i Gaming Mini ITX motherboard. It's got a lot of features of a full-size motherboard, so I thought it would be the perfect board for this build. We had a close look at this board, so if you want to check that out, it's in the top right-hand corner right about now. The GPU we're using is the ASRock Phantom Gaming RX 580 AGOC. I was gonna use the MSI RTX 2080 Gaming X Trio, but the case just isn't big enough and it's kind of annoying, but it's okay. We're gonna use what we've already got so we don't have to freak out too much. Anyway, the CPU we're using for this build is the AMD Ryzen 5 2600. This CPU is perfect for this machine as it doesn't generate a lot of heat, and with 6 cores and 12 threads, it's really good for productivity. To cool the 2600, we're using the stock cooler that comes with the Ryzen 7 2700X, the Wraith Prism. The Wraith Prism on the 2600 is actually pretty amazing. Because I have a few of them spare, like laying around on the shelves, I thought it would make for the perfect excuse to use one. The RAM we're using is 16 gigs of Team Group T-Force Nighthawk at 3000 megahertz. I love this RAM, it's really good. You guys, check it out. We've got a very special giveaway coming with Team Group soon as well, so make sure you're tuned in and subscribed. Now for the case, we're using the InWin A1 Mini ITX case. It's the perfect size for what I want to do with it. It'll allow me to upgrade the GPU at a later date. It also has a built-in Qi charger on top that allows you to charge your phone or any Qi compatible device. I think before we head off to PAX though, that I might swap the GPU out for a Vega 64 from Gigabyte, but we'll just have to wait and see. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the power supply. The InWin A1 comes with a built-in power supply, however, Silverstone sent me one of their brand new overkill fanless fully modular 450 watt 80 plus platinum SFXL power supplies, the Nightjar 450. It is one seriously impressive power supply, and it's just about the heaviest PSU I've ever held in my hand. Seriously, if you get hit in the head with that thing, it's game over, Red Rover. Okay, enough of talking, let's get building. this isn't a review. I just want to keep making that clear when we do these builds. I just want to share some observations. I really like how this system turned out. I really love how it looks, and I love that it kind of looks like it's floating on a cloud of RGB. Seriously, look at it. It looks like it's just floating there. Rant time, you guys ready? I've watched some videos and read about people complaining about how hard it was to replace the power supply in the InWin A1, and you paid for the case, so don't change it. Oh, seriously, they're a bunch of fucking sooks. Grow up. It took 2 minutes and the power supply was out. You're building a PC, and more specifically, you're building a mini ITX system. They're typically more finicky than a regular sized machine to build as it is. That's what you fucking signed up for. Don't believe the bullshit seen other channels about this case. Use a fucking screwdriver. All right, rant over. Okay, calm down, Nicholas. Okay, thermally, I think the case has pretty good airflow. I think I need to spend a little bit more time with it before I come to any conclusions, but I'll talk about that in another video. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it's running. It looks sweet, it's really small, and that's the point of this build, to be really small. If you're interested in any of the parts in this build, you can find all of the links to all of that beautiful stuff in the description down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you know what to do, and tell us what you didn't like about it. Tell us what you hated about it. Just tell us anything you didn't like, or just anything in general. I don't know. I like reading your comments, and yeah. Once again, thanks very much for watching. I'm your big old boy, Nick with Gear Seekers. That's a new one. You peek, we seek, and I am out of here because we're going to be editing this video on the new Premiere Pro CC 2019 that just downloaded this morning. I'm very scared that it might break this project, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.